Hi, I don't claim to be any kind of expert. I'm just a simple lady living a simple, happy life, or trying to, who has had quite a few unique experiences within my life, which led me to have quite an interest in understanding consciousness, human physiology, nutrition, and quite a few other things in between because of the experiences that I've had. What I want to try to help people understand is that they deserve better. Everybody deserves better, and they deserve better than the lies that they're presently cooperating with. There's been a gaslighting campaign that's been unleashed on unsuspecting, trusting, loving people. That's put many people into what I call the trauma trap, trauma response. Last year, off camera, there was an announcement that there was no threat to life from this supposed pandemic. When you look up in any medical journal, you see that coronavirus is actually listed as common cold. Within a week of the announcement of no threat to life, there was a very public campaign, literally terrorising people into believing that there was a killer pandemic. It was rebranded and called COVID. And people were made to stay home by illegal rules and guidelines and laws that people were pulling out of their bottoms and claiming were law. No. All law is just words that people pen and spell to contain, control, confuse, and elicit people's cooperation to comply to often things that aren't actually any good for them at all, but it's to keep people in trauma mindset because we've been programmed from birth to participate and cooperate with these people. Money is printed on a machine that they can set to lack or abundance depending on the social policies of the day. Social engineering designed to influence behaviour through emotions of the masses. There's been so many things that have been set up to create division, people fighting with each other, disruption of families, family units, causing nothing but trauma. The trauma response to any fear triggers something called fight or flight, and the physical reaction that the body has, and it's innate, will cause a stress response. Given enough stress or fear, the body will become overloaded with stress hormones which impact the body through the methylation pathway, depleting the body of B12, which causes a domino effect. It affects every organ in the body all the way down to RNA and DNA level and cell mutation. It's the medical industry and pharmaceutical industry's dirty little secret. For years I could never understand why there was so much hassle trying to access a simple vitamin. Even the health authorities here in the UK don't follow their own guidelines to help people get their lives back. It's something I became very passionate about many years ago, which is why I ended up doing so much research into it. On top of my interest in fascination in consciousness and psychology. People have been lied to. You have been cooperating with liars sociopaths, narcissists who've hijacked your lives. You pay taxes to people who are forcing them on you, and yet they control a machine that they can set to as much money or as little money as possible. And then through social policies, they keep people in poverty. And when you're in that trauma mindset, you don't think straight, you don't think with any clarity at all. And you'll just carry on repeating what our ancestors before us did, complying to people who exert their authority over us. And they don't have any authority at all. What they require is your cooperation, but they go a roundabout way of making sure that you do cooperate and comply with them. What they describe as COVID symptoms are not COVID symptoms. They're due to a toxic overload of stress hormones which have flooded the body, depleted the methylation pathway of B12, which causes a domino effect around the body, and the subsequent symptoms that you will experience will make you feel like you are dying. You can't breathe, you can't think straight. Some of the symptoms are basically it's fatal. If it's not treated properly, it's fatal. Not only to the body, but to the mind as well. These people have been lying to us for a long, long time. And I personally believe that people deserve better. People deserve the truth, no matter how bitter a pill it is to swallow. It's not the truth that hurts, it's lies. And I deserve our children. I'm stumbling over my words. I believe our children deserve better. I really do. Nobody deserves to be existing, surviving in this crazy delusion that we've all been participating with. The only way that we can move forward is in unity. We are one species, we are humanity. We're all connected to each other. We all feel the same emotions. And we've never been taught the truth about our emotions, what they're actually about. We haven't been encouraged to think for ourselves. Everybody's been taught to seek validation, love, everything outside of themselves. And it's like everybody has become caught up in this trauma trap, not seeing clearly, not thinking clearly. Everything divided up through health and science and this and that, and just so much nonsense. It's beyond crazy. I don't say what I say lightly. I've spent my lifetime researching all of this stuff. We've been cooperating and complicit to the very system that's been causing us harm, led by people who have no integrity except for their own benefits, stripped away from anything natural, anything right, anything real, looking at each other with suspicion. Most people now too scared to even give each other a hug. Behaviour and emotions are all over the place. It's all stress response, trauma response, or what I call the trauma trap. All disease starts in the mind and gut, or the mind and all the gut. Emotional health and nutrition are key to physical health. I don't even know if you'll even believe this, but it's the truth. And it's something that I've been talking passionately about for a very long time. I believe at the core of me at the very, very core of me that humanity at their heart are loving, pure, beautiful souls who've been unaware of this corruption that they've been forced to survive in. And I really, really, really believe that everybody deserves better. And everybody deserves the truth. Rather than participation and cooperation with all of this crazy that's being dressed up as what life is. No, this is far from living. This is existence. This is survival. Cooperating with a system that's causing you harm, that's convincing you to expend all of your energy into the very things that are killing you. Even if I just reach one person and one person understands what it is that I'm saying, that's all I want. I just want people to be able to live freely. You are beautiful, loving people, so full of natural potential and gifts. And most of you haven't even tapped in to who you are beyond what this world has told you that you should be. Too busy, focused on survival and paying bills. Emotionally not able to even process your own emotions and getting lost in the suffering and the trauma that you may have experienced in the past. All designed to keep you that way, because when you're in trauma, you don't think straight, you don't perceive straight, you don't have any real clarity, and your consciousness is dulled. If you do one thing for yourself today, step back. Ask yourself who you are beyond who this world tells you who you are. See things clearly, see things for what they are. See the corruption staring you in your face. Most of it is lies. Sadly, most of it is lies. What we need are people with integrity who can step up and arrest these people that have unleashed this onto unsuspecting, trusting people. People deserve better. Our children deserve better.